data sharing perspective, I think there are two kind of pain points that have been around for quite a long time that I think open banking has the potential to solve. Number one is the kind of substance of the data itself. There are a lot of people, for whatever reason, people typically rotate more towards maybe the kind of lower income segments, but there's a lot of non-traditional income, expat workers, for example, thin file people that are often excluded from typical financial services, whether those be basic bank accounts or lending products. And then secondly, from a process perspective, typically it's very cumbersome to actually extract your own data, which supposedly you should own, and be able to transfer that to somebody who might be able to offer you a financial product. So I think through open banking, you can essentially solve both of those problems, right? On the first one, you can have access to much richer data in terms of actually providing access to transaction data, but also isolating that down to different categories of income, expense, but also particular verticals which may be of interest to different lenders. Number one, but also that data is delivered in real time. So I think this is like suddenly a new type of data that just fundamentally hasn't been available today, and we see people using that either standalone or augmenting it with traditional sources of data, for example, credit bureaus. So I think that's one major benefit. The other benefit is just from a user experience perspective. More and more, when we talk to, for example, our financial institutions customers, they are really focused on straight-through processing, increasing kind of lending rates, etc., and therefore being able to offer a fully digital journey, removing the need to download bank statements, manual intervention on pay slips, for example, but just being able to provide consented access with a trusted third party with a very slick user experience is a really nice proposition, and we're seeing already great traction there in consumer lending, for example. I think there's a lot of potential to expand that into commercial corporate use cases.